Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
What's going on, guys? It's Filthy and I'm back with another video. I'm just going to show you the power of Bone Spear for T16. So this is with no Paragon at all, not no main stat Paragon, no Paragon period. We have got Imperial gems in the gear, so obviously super easy to get. We're not going to take a third legendary gem, we're just going to take the powerful, which you will get at rank 1. Boon of the Hoarder and Gold Wrap to handle the toughness, because obviously you might proc on T16, but yeah, Imperial gem in the weapon. This is literally just with the pieces, so as soon as you find these, don't worry, I will go through the build in full once we're back. I just want to show you the ridiculousness of this, because it is just instantaneous T16. Super easy to put together. We've got one piece that is difficult, which is the Haunted Visions necklace, but the rest of it is super easy, and it's super lazy as well, because we've only got the one button to press, which is Bone Spear, unless we want to teleport. But yeah, no Paragon at all, zilch, zero, nada, nothing. And just look at this, guys. It's, you know, we can do T16 with none. Now we're using the Corroded Fang rather than the Scythe of the Cycle, just to make this super lazy, so we don't have to worry about bone armor dropping off. But you know, I mean, look at this, guys. T16, as soon as you get these pieces on opening night, you complete your season journey. All you need is a Haunted Vision necklace and you will be flattening this. No Crispies, no Crispins, no COE. We've got bounty pieces and easy stuff to get. So, I mean, just absolute destruction. Really, really, really nice. And obviously it just gets quicker the more that you add to it, which is nice. Ooh, Goblin. But yeah, I don't know. Helm's is taking a minute, maybe. Pretty good. You know, no cooldown, no area damage, no attack speed. Yeah, no nothing, man. It's really, really nice. Really nice. You know, I mean, normally you're struggling for T16 on builds. When you set them up, you need to gear them up with gems. You need to gear them up with gear. So this is pretty bananas, really. And we'll flatten the Rift Guardian. No bother about that. Tons of pickup radius. Super lazy. This is a good map to get, wasn't it? But yeah. So there we go. T16 flattened. Super quick. And back to town. Now we're back in town, we're going to go through it and show you how it works. Now, the Masquerade of Burning Carnival is a really cool set. It revolves around Simulacrum, to these two dudes chilling here, and also Bone Spear, which is obviously those spears that were spitting out really fast, which is obviously very nice. Now, the two-piece, the Simulacrum, no longer take damage, which is great. They gain all the runes, so some of them are really handy. And also, if you do cock this up and you die, the cooldown is instantly refreshed, so you just start again, no problem. There's no long cooldown, which is obviously very nice. Now the 6-piece, we get 10,000% damage mob on Bone Spear. That hits pretty hard in and of on itself, but obviously once we start juicing it up with some more mods, it really does dump out the damage. Now, new for this patch, we've got these Gelmandor's Marrow Guards. Bone Spears from the Simulacrums will deal 500%, so ours hits normally, theirs gets an extra 500%, so it's pretty much those two guys that are doing the shredding. Now, mandatory is obviously a Haunted Visions necklace. This basically means that Simulacrum will drain our life, but they don't disappear. So we've only popped them once. You pop them once at the start of the rift, and again every time you die. But other than that, they're there. They stick around absolutely forever, no problemo, which is pretty good. Now we take the Maltorius Petrified Spike for 700% extra damage. It does increase the resource cost of the Bone Spear, but as you saw in the Rift, no problems. We get plenty back from killing stuff. We'll show you how that works really easy. And because it's season 22, we're going to have this cube open for this 4th slot. We're going to take the Shadow Hook. So whatever your max essence figure is, you're going to divide it by 2, and that is your damage mod. Now you can get this up to 660. Again, as you saw in the footage, you don't need it that high, so you don't need to sweat max essence on your stuff. But you can get it on. You can get it on your weapon. You can get it on your offhand, and you can put it into like a passive as well, and Paragon and stuff. But as you can see, no problems. We can completely dump it even without the passive and without it in Paragon, which is pretty cool. Tragul's Corroded Fang is going to give us 200% extra damage. Now, don't get me wrong, guys, the Scythe of the Cycle has a higher modifier of 400%, but this comes with a bit of a pain in the arse because bone armor goes on the bar bone armor can drop off when you cast it. Now, it's maybe not so much of a problem, but it just to me seems much easier to use this because the entire screen will be cursed and we get the 200% damage. And it's only T16, so we don't really need the Scythe of the Cycle. This means that we can free up a slot for take off bone armor, and we're going to go for Decrepify. But again, we'll go through the skills in a sec. We've got an Avarice Band here for super high pickup radius, so when we kill stuff, obviously it drops gold with Boon of the Hoarder, the pickup radius goes through the roof. Aura of Frailty works on pickup radius as well, so the whole screen gets cursed. And Devouring Aura also works on radius, so again we suck up all the corpses on the screen, which is very nice. And yeah, does that cover the gear? Lost time as well actually, so we're taking a Cold Rune on Bone Spear, so we get 50% move speed from this once we stack it up to 5 stacks. Makes us run super fast, you know that. Stuart's Greaves, move speed in Paragon, again we didn't have that in the footage that I just showed you. All make this, you know, so fast, so fast. In the helm, you want resource cost reduction gem just to help spit out bone spears. Full damage gems in the chest plate and trousers, may as well go for it. And then when you are running this properly, Bane of the Trapped, I don't know, it's more damage. You can probably swap that out for Wreath of Lightning. I don't have one leveled on PTR, so again, I probably long term would swap that out just to, again, more move speed, because why the hell not? For the rest of the queue, we've got the NEMs, obviously speed up those T16s, make them super fast. And then here, I've gone for Flavour of Time. Pylons last twice as long. I just like that for T16s. But one thing you could do is you could put your Haunted Visions into the cube, and then you could equip Akimbos, which will give you 100% gold finds. That could be quite nice, and obviously that would be pretty good. Now, again, at some point, maybe you get enough juice to drop the Shadow Hook. You know, maybe you could take the Scythe of the Cycle, and then you can maybe run Broken Crown here if you want gems. So it's pretty flexible kind of base template. You know, there's loads you can do with it. As you can see, the damage is so high. The flexibility really is up to you. Arm guards, again, you know, maybe something to consider for move speed. But yeah, it pretty much flattens. Now, skills wise, Bone Spear Crystallization, the Cold Rune, obviously it means that we get the move speed, we get stacking attack speed, so it does hit pretty hard. Aura Frailty, so everything dies at like 15% health, whole screen's cursed because it works on pickup radius, super nice, does the Trags bonus. Decrepify Opportunist, this gives us 3% move speed for every cursed enemy. Now when you kill an enemy, they are no longer cursed, so you don't really get the full 30% a lot of the time, but you normally at 1 or 2 stacks. You could swap this out for Bone Armor and for Harvest of Anguish, but I'm a super lazy bastard and I don't want to press buttons, so, you know, if we just leave this, it's just passive and it just gives us move speed. It's nice if, like, say, you're being blocked by stuff, you know, on the other side of a tree, then you get the move speed to just run around and nail them, which is pretty good. Devouring Aura, we get Essence whenever we auto-consume corpses. Again, works off pickup radius, so we don't need to take a generator. Super nice, loads of Essence. Simulacrum, we get all these runes, so it doesn't matter what we pick. Now, Cursed Form is super handy because when we get the Frailty or a Frailty on stuff, it means that the next curse is also applied, so we don't have to press Decrepify. The move speed is automatically added, which is brilliant. And then we also get, you know, we get 2 of them, they last longer, and we get the Reservoir, which is why our Essence pool is so high. But it doesn't matter which rune you pick, you get all of them. Blood Rush, Metabolism's really nice. I don't think I had that on in the footage, but it basically gives us an extra charge, so that is how I would play it. 2 teleports, you can zip around a little bit quicker. Again, totally doesn't matter, who cares. Passes wise, Overwhelming Essence to juice this figure up a little bit higher. By all means, you can swap over to Serration, that would give you an extra 20% damage. Hey, Knight's whispering to me. That's cool, you're gonna be in a video, buddy. Yeah, Serration would be extra damage. We could do Dark Reaping, 2% essence per kill. Obviously, again, when we murder stuff, it drops corpses. Devour goes off, consumes it. Dark Reaping gives us essence per kill, which is really nice. Fuel by Death, 30% move speed. Again, this radius is so huge. This is pretty much at 30% all the time. And Final Service, just in case you get into the Rift and you die. Now, I think when you do start putting on the proper gems, you start putting on the augments, even just with the damage reduction in the set, you will be tanky enough not to need this, so by all means you can swap it off. You know, what would you pick? God only knows. There's nothing really I can think. You know, you don't need any more damage, and there's nothing that makes you move faster, so ideas in the comments please, guys, but I can't really think of anything. Now, when we are doing the bounties, what are we going to swap? Well, we'll just show you this on GR. We'll put the Paragon back in just for convenience, and I'll show you this works on GR80. Now obviously we're not going to use the gold wrap bonus because obviously for bosses that's not going to be very good, but it's pretty much the exact same spec. We're just going to work in Dainty's binding. So again, this kind of pickup radius stuff, we still take Avarice Band and stuff like that, and it's just going to give us the 50% damage reduction. Struggling for toughness, guys, Lornell's Sunstone could go here instead of Flavour of Time. So again, just play that by ear yourselves. Nems obviously comes out. You don't want Nems, so you can do Leorix you can do that for extra resource cost reduction if you wanted. You can do Stuart's Greaves and then put the full set back on, and you've got like a flex ring spot here. So again, you could take Crispies, flatten those bosses really easy if you wanted. You could do Broken Crown if you wanted, get more gems early on in the season. Guys, obviously super flexible. But again, this is the base template. We're just going to move super fast. We're just going to whiz through everything. And the Decrepify is really nice for bounties, because again, you sometimes don't want to kill everything. Sometimes you're just running from one location to the other, and you just want to, you just want to leg it. So you don't really need anything. And yeah, GR80 is probably around about the kind of level of 4 player. It's not far off. And Convention can go in, Stone of Jordan can go in. If this isn't enough damage for you on your 4 player, it's so easy to add it in. And again, super low level gems. We've still got obviously the Boon of the Horderin. If you decide you don't want gold whilst bounty farming, you could stick Zais in. You could stick Stricken in to do more damage on bosses. As I say, you can see the damage is pretty good just for the meager level Paragon and no Orgs. Again, if you wanted to, you could put Bone Armor in, you could do Scythe of the Cycle. That'll give you another extra modifier. You've just then got the kind of slight pain in the butt of managing your Bone Armor. But, it's going to be something like this is probably what I'm going to be playing on season. But the best thing about this, I think, is really that it all works with no Paragon at all. Look at that Shadow Clone going ham for us, which is nice. All works with no Paragon, super flexible, do what the hell you want with it. Arm guards, always good to work in. All in all, guys, this is going to be such a fun time for keys, for bounties, for the Necro. We don't need to set up the Legacy Dreams mages anymore. Day one, as soon as you find these pieces, that's it. You will be smashing T16, smashing your bounties, really good. Now, I'm going to be streaming later today. We're going to be working on the GR speed farm. I've got a 105, 800 Paragon 3-minute build with the Cold Spear, and we're going to try the physical rune, and then we'll probably push with it, and then maybe on to Seda. So, guys, I will be streaming later. Come say hey. Any ideas, any comments on these builds, do let me know. But other than that, guys, I've been the Filthy Casual. I hope you're all staying safe. I hope you're all staying casual. Let's smash PTR. Let's smash Season 22. This is absolutely ridiculously exciting. I mean, look at this, guys. So much fun. Look at this. How is this not fun? I'll see you next time, guys. Peace. So much fun.